All right. Hello. Welcome to week two of Lost Coast Draft League Season 2. I guess a lot of twos. This week, me, Sassy Sylveons, versus AJay and the Toronto Toads. Um, I did just record this entire video and didn't have sound, so hopefully I can remember everything I said. But this is a pretty scary week for me. AJay has a pretty good team against me. Um, I think it's a pretty unfavorable matchup for me. Um, Partially for like a few reasons. The main reason for me is that speed control is really hard for me to get against him. Um, he's a lot of his team is a lot faster than mine. Um, which in theory makes it, oh, maybe I want to go tail end, except for the fact, oh yeah, he has like Roaring Moon that can set up tail end and I can't do too much about it. It's faster than my entire team, which means I can go booster attack, be super offensively threatening, and still outspeed everything to get a tail end off. It's Prankster immune, so I can't taunt it, Thunder Wave it. It's a Dragon type, so I can't just like one shot it with Ogerpon. It's pretty bulky, so it's gonna be kind of hard for me to one shot in general. Um, so it makes me basically he can in my head is like he can always get tail end up against me, but that's kind of unfortunate. Um, and then on the other side, it's like, okay, if I'm gonna go Trick Room, he has Crest, which is really good to just kind of sit there, do stuff, reverse it, whatever he wants. But more importantly, he has this Conkeldurr, which underspeeds my entire team and is particularly threatening to a lot of the mons I would want to use under Trick Room, like the Ursulin or the T-Tar or the P2. Um, in theory, Sylveon's good against both of these guys, except one, this guy gets Wide Guard. Two, I mean, it's pretty reasonable to expect like a Terra Poison or like Terra Steel or something like that from the Roaring Moon. Um, and also like if I set up Trick Room, um, this guy can just get like a Guts boosted or Iron Fist boosted Poison Jab into me. This guy gets at least Iron Head, if not also like Poison moves to kill me outside of Trick Room. Um, so it makes getting speed control really difficult for me. Um, Also, like my team's pretty fighting weak and also pretty physically offensive. So like I'm on like Cobalion can in my head I was really worried about like an Iron Defense body press set because it would be very hard for me to damage and also it would do a lot to a very large amount of my team. Um, Ogerpon Wellspring is kind of like the uh, in the mirror it's a little better because like when he Terras and gets the boost, his move is super effective, where like my boosted move is weak against him. Obviously, neutral if we don't Terra, but um, kind of in the mirror, like in theory, Water Pond is a little bit better. I didn't expect like a Moltres because I have like Cheetar and Thundy and stuff like that, and Suicune, I guess. Um, but yeah, it seems pretty scary for me. He has some mons that could be hard for me to break. Speed control is gonna be pretty difficult for me to get up comfortably. And I felt like he had a lot of answers for a lot of stuff I could go for. Um, what we ended up doing was this. Um, so my kind of thought process was I can Thunderwave most of his team, and after a Thunderwave, with some speed investment on like the Ursulin and the T-Tar, they can outspeed everything and do a lot that way. So kind of my plan was just spam Thunderwave, get a lot of kills. In terms of removing the Ruined Moon, I had the low kick on T-Tar and the Toxicroak, which unless he's like super physically defensive, like was gonna one shot it pretty much every time. And I figured I could at least get like one game where I could do that without him like collecting Terra. Um, Obviously he ended up being Terra Steel, so he doesn't want to Terra anyways, because that doesn't help. But that was kind of my thought process. Um, in general, T-Tar, nothing too crazy, you know. I feel like I had to go for the stabs. Rock Stab wasn't super crazy against him, but it is a pretty, I mean, it's a strong stab spread move. In theory, I can get flinches. If he did bring the Moltres, which he did, obviously, just one-shots that. The knockoff I feel like was super important for Cresselia. Um, and just in general, if he had any like Ghost Terras, which I feel like was not unreasonable considering I have big scary normal move. Like I said, low kick to kill the Ruin Moon. And I have Stopping Tantrum, which actually might be High Horsepower, I can't remember. And that was mostly to snipe Glamora and Sandy Shocks. And it also does give me another good move to hit into Cobalion, in theory. Though I'm pretty sure low kick is still the 120 base power against that, so mostly just for the Glamora. On Thundy, nothing too crazy. I thought about going for Electro Webs, but Thunderbolt was better because I think it should do 50% to Moltres and does a lot into Ogerpon. It gives me like an actual offensive move into that. And the Psychic was just good coverage because not a lot of his team resisted it. And importantly, it's super effective into the conch when I resist like its stab moves. So I felt like pretty good coverage to get. Like I said, I expected the Roaring Moon to be the Tailwind sitter. I didn't expect a Moltres, so I was like, well, I can't taunt the Tailwind away. I wasn't too scared of like a Crest going for Trick Room because I can reverse it, and maybe Trick Room is actually better for me. So yeah, I felt like the coverage is just better than taunt. And I wanted to go like pretty bulky with Protect because I felt like Thunder Wave is going to be pretty important for me in this set. P2 was kind of my answer to a lot of things, especially this like Fighting Terra Blast. If I get the special attack boost, should always be a KO into the Roaring Moon. I might even be without it, but I'm pretty sure I need the special attack boost. And also that's kind of was my way around like a Iron Defense Body Press. Cobalion is the Terrified and boosted Terra Blast would just one-shot it. I felt like this is the most I could go for a Terra Dragon, or like if there was any other sort of like Terra Dragon, Terra Grass, whatever. Mostly Terra Dragon to try to resist like the Ogerpon. Ice Beam felt like good coverage into that. Trick Room Recover, it's Porygon too. Ursaluna, like I said, I did go a little bit faster, is the kind of the first weird thing about it. But the other is I brought Helping Hands. I feel like this was essentially a test set for me. I didn't expect that I would be able to get up like Substitute or Sword Stance or anything like that. And where the Helping Hand kind of gives you a little more value. I can use it turn 1 before I have my Guts boost. I can, if I think, you know, um, you know, I would get one shot by Ogerpon Water, but instead I can Helping Hand my Fire Pond to one shot the Ogerpon Water before it hits my Ursaluna, right? Or if I'm gonna die anyways, I can get a Helping Hand to boost my partner at least. Also was important for some certain KOs. Helping Hand knockoff to would always KO the Crest. It ensures low kick if he was some weird super defensive, physically defensive like Ruined Moon. And it makes like that. If he doesn't tear the Water Pond, like Helping Hand Terrifier, Ivy Cudgel just one shot it. And yeah, just kind of made a lot more KOs more consistent. And I felt like it was a good way to get value out of this Mon when I maybe wouldn't be able to on certain turns because I want to get a move or whatever. Terra Ghost felt super important here for the Conch, and also for the Cobalion if it was the Iron Defense set, because I figured this would be one of my answers into that, so if I could go Terra Ghost to get around like the scary move about it, it was really good. I went Terraflying on T-Tar because first, the only reason I wanted to resist the fighting, I didn't want to be Dark Weak because using the low kick into the Roaring Moon is part of the plan, and I expected him to be like booster knockoff acrobatics, right? So this is a way to resist fighting without being weak to the dark, whereas Ursaluna, I feel like it didn't matter as much. Fire Pond, nothing too crazy. The only thing I kind of like considered here was if I had to be Jolly or not, and I felt like I did have to be Jolly max speed because this mirror here, or not mirror, but like out of the two Ogerpons, this is more favorable, and I didn't want to just automatically lose because I was slower. I wanted to, at minimum, have the speed tie chance. But I figured especially if I could bait out a Terra somewhere else and be pretty sure about like what type this is going to be when I hit it, and with like Thunder Wave that I would always outspeed it. This is a pretty good answer to that. Also, being Jolly lets me outspeed the Cobalion, and in theory, like just Terrifier or because I'll kill this, right? I considered Horn Leech, but I ended up going with Woodhammer. This is like literally like a minute before the match I changed this. And that was mostly just so I could guarantee like KO onto like a Glamora if it showed up, which I kind of thought he would bring over like Moltres or something. it also give you a KO, guaranteed KO into Sandy Shocks. Um, and if for some reason Ivy Cudgel wasn't gonna be able to, I guess it was more if I couldn't Terra, if neither the Argopons could Terra, like a Helping Hand Woodhammer, I think did KO Waterpon. And then the last slot was the Toxicroak. I went really back and forth with this one between this and Orthworm. Um, his team was similarly pretty offensive or physically offensive. So like an Iron Defense, Orthworm could do a lot of work, and a lot of his special attacking mons didn't do too much. Like a Glomora can't really touch Orthworm. The only thing was like the Moltres. Um, so that kind of forces me to Terra, but if I do Terra, then all of a sudden Glomora can kind of shit on me a bit. And also was that the Cobalion like wins the Iron Defense war because it has a higher HP and is faster, right? Um, so like his body presses do more proportionally to me than mine would do to him. And the other thing was, as I kind of like looked at this team, I was like, okay, Waterpond could be a big problem for me. So having a mon that just kind of completely walls it with the water immunity and the grass resist seemed pretty like important to me. Um, and like the gunk shot being able to like just immediately remove the Waterpond as opposed to like, okay, I can set up a few body presses, iron defenses, and then body press it to kill it eventually and just kind of sit in front of the Waterpond that way with the Earthworm. This is a good way to just kind of remove it, you know. If I'm scared that it's gonna get one of my water weak mons, I can protect on Ursaluna and then just kill it with gunk shot or something like that. So it felt more important to just remove that immediately than try to like set up similarly with like the Roaring Moon. And then Fake Out just also felt good to like, okay, if I do want to go for Trick Room, I can kind of guarantee it that way, or I can guarantee that my Ursaluna gets a move off to kill something or whatever. So I did need the Poison Barb specifically to make sure the Gunk Shot could KO the Water Pond, especially if he was going bulkier, but I think it was the right call based on what he brought. This is 5 of the 6 that I expected. Like I said, I expected this would probably be like a Glomora or something. Um, but I guess if you're committing to this like banded Roaring Moon, you want the Tailwind, like it kind of makes sense that you went for that. But yeah, the big thing that surprised me was this Choice Banded Roaring Moon and then Choice Scarf Cobalion. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like I kind of mentioned earlier, it does outspeed everything, so it doesn't, so it can just kind of go like Adamant max attack, go crazy. I mean, I don't think you know. I think it might still need to go Jolly too, like outspeed everything. But and the other thing is with the Choice Band, like outside of Sylveon and Earthworm, which obviously I didn't bring, but he had other ways to deal with those anyways. Um, I don't resist Dragon, so like a Choice Band Dragon Claw is just really strong neutral damage into a lot of my team. So like it kind of makes sense that way. And this Choice Scarf coaching was into the Maroon Moon is like pretty scary too. Um, I do think you probably kind of gotten a little bit more value out of Cobalion if he went like more physical. Because like the things he's gonna want to hit with Flash Canyon, like Sylveon and Cheetar, like even outside of like the AV, like I have Sandstream, so like I've built an AV, and then it's pretty likely that I'm bringing AV Cheetar, so like Flash Cannon isn't gonna be doing too much. I mean, obviously you do have Aura Sphere, but also like Sylveon's special defense is higher, so like it would make more sense to go to not like I have like really high special defense in Sylveon, right? It's base 130, so like Flash Cannon isn't actually doing that much, right? Like I feel like it would have made more sense to go for like a body press here and like a heavy slam here or something like that, but he had some sort of a vision with the Terra Electric Volt Switch or something. I don't exactly know his plan there. Um, but I guess like just the choice coaching into the Roaring Moon was, or the Orcapon, I guess, was kind of his thought process. And like I said, this I guess only really makes sense in the context of you want Tailwind, but you're going for the choice band. And I mean, like, Conk makes sense. The Terra Ghost to Will the Ursaluna pretty reasonable. Like I said, I did expect like a Wide Guard or a Poison Jab out of this mon for Sylveon, but he was confident that the Iron Head was enough, I guess. The Crest skill swap is really smart in particular. I remember when Ursaluna first came out, or like was gonna be legal, people were looking at Cresselia because you can just you're made to the Headlong Rush, and you can just skill swap away the Guts boost to make it a lot weaker. Um, like I said, I kind of forget if my EVs outspeed just like no investment Cresselia, but I mean, it's naturally like 30 points faster or something like that, so it's pretty easy for him to just kind of outspeed and be able to Skull Swap me up, guaranteed that way. But yeah, no, his team, like I said, pretty much makes sense, pretty similar to what I expected, few different things. Did catch me off guard, really good set, AJ's amazing. He played pretty well, I played okay. We both made some mistakes, so it was a good set overall, a lot of fun, we love him. Especially because this time he's not the guy that stole my mascot.
Okay, so pretty much what I expected. A little surprised to see the Moltres, but that's fine. This covers a lot. Let's try this. See, what's that? This might be a throw. I didn't bring any sort of speed control. We'll see. I just don't really know what this game plan is gonna be. Okay. So I can... do this pretty safely. I might supposed to Terra, but I feel like he's gonna try to Tailwind. So we'll see. Okay, interesting. And it's faster than Moon. Huh. Okay, well, that's game over. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, that's smart. Yeah, I mean, I can't do with this. That thing's gotta be so... I guess it's like Scarf Cobalion then, because there's no way that it outspeeds Moon and still outspeeds Okerpon. And then Moon still outspeeds Okerpon, I should say. I also think that's gotta be it's hard to say if it's banded or not. Oh, and that crest is actually really fast. That's interesting. I should have gone for the crest here. It's so fast. That's crazy. I mean, this game's over. It depends what he happens in the back, but like... He's swapping that out for sure, because he's scarf locked into whatever. Yeah. That's what I thought. Big. Hello, it's not that good a morning. Yeah, it's game 1. He got me with the double choice item lead, I think. It kind of cooked me. I should have facaded because he's definitely gonna Terra that. I bet. Oh, we didn't. I mean, I just died because I'm -1, but... I mean, actually, I was the one levitating because he skill swapped me, so... No, he... Yeah. I, like, played badly and had a bad, like, lead, so... He kinda shit on me there. Yeah, my matchup versus AJay is, like, actually so bad. Yeah, he's good, and, like, the matchup is, like, literally so in his favor, it's kind of fucked up. Cause like that thing had to be banded, right? Like, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that was banded, I'm pretty sure. T-Tar's good for Cress. This is good for like everything. That should still be good. He didn't hacks me, he hit me with the Choice Scarf coaching into Choice Band Roaring Moon. So he just started one-shotting everything with Dragon Claw. And I didn't want to go for like a commit to like this kind of a lead. Because I was worried. That's fine. It is. I expected him to go like Biotic Crest. What booster did I get? Good. Okay, so he does have like speed investment on there, because otherwise P2 would have outsped. I think this is safer actually. I mean, he has a lot of his team is actually weaker defensively overall. So like there's most options he goes for unless he has like weird EVs, like I should be able to what's it called? I should be able to live. No, I mean I should get an attack boost. Oh my god, I can't talk. But I think I was one of the few that actually gives me a special attack boost, which means I should just straight up KO this with Terra Fighting. But I do have to live to that. That's step one to getting to live there. The issue here is I don't think I live whatever he does here. We'll see. No, like, on average, his team has higher special defense. And download gives me based on the lower defense, I think? That's actually so big for me because now I just gotta kill Roaring Moon. I mean, he lives this only if he has like a really weird spread. That's really fucked up. This is really hard for me. I'll just have to live this and hope he targets the... Oh, target 5. Oh, that's so fucked up. Okay. I think this is okay though because I didn't switch Joke upon there and lose it. Not really hexing me there. If anything, I hexed him because I did get one para out of the like 7 attacks he went for. Yeah, he went for, I guess he went for Follow Me there, probably. I mean, maybe he went for Protect. If he went for Protect, that's pretty troll. If he went for Follow Me, that's fine. I EV'd so that I outspeed him when he's parried. So, like, if he went for Follow Me there, it doesn't matter. And obviously went for a priority move, so... Oh, that's... Okay. I don't know, like, that's crazy. That was Helping Hand crit. So, he's gotta be super bulky there. I mean, he isn't really doing any damage to anything, so... Yeah, good read. I should live this, yeah. And then you should just die with this. Live? Okay. So Crest's skill swap, Psychic, Lunar Blessing. Probably Trick Room, right? It's gotta have Trick Room. So, like, I just feel like I can't go like for a Trick Room play. I mean, I could try, but it's just like fucking Roaring Moon, man. The, like, banded Roaring Moon is, like, so fucked up. Because, like, that's the main reason I don't want to lead Ogerpon, because it's like, well, okay, I can tear out Ogerpon and probably one-shot something, but then he just one-shots my tear out Ogerpon, and I feel like that's not a good trade for me most of the time. So, like, I should get an attack boost. Unless he has, like... Yeah. Unless he has, like, really fucked up EVs. I should have clicked Ice Beam. Or whatever. Honestly, I should have switched in T-Char, but that's fine. It's gonna be Crest, I bet. Yeah. Okay, so as long as I hit, super dead. Cool! He's haxing me! He's haxing me! Oh! Oh, he doesn't know how dry skin works. It's kind of okay. Honestly, I'm calling the reverse. Oh, he got me, guys. Yeah, like, he should die to this. I don't know why he thought he would live that. I mean, actually, no, to be fair, I have Poison Barb, and that's the only reason I can KO from full. Yeah, I don't know if you know this about me, especially in draft, I get the worst RNG every match. I thought you knew. I'm with CJ. I do the items, not the plates. See? He crits me too! That's gotta be Iron Fist, right? Yeah. Oh, did I add a fucking extra letter? That's so fucked up. That's funny. Is he also Terra Ghost? Because that would be very silly. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess he just wins. Because I threw. That's crazy! That's actually crazy. Yeah, he literally just wins the game now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give up on this game forever. There's like no point in playing. I'm just actually dog shit. Holy crap. Like, is it fire to bring Terra Ghost when I have fucking this guy? Like, it's the most obvious Terra on every single one of his mons. The Mach Punch doing 35%, that's fucked up. I mean, that's like the original counter to this is to bring Cresselia and skill swap. Like, that's not new. I like, didn't think about it too much, just because like that's not my main answer to Cress. But this is why I bring Helping Hand, guys. He did. Well, I think he didn't think he was gonna kill. I would kill. Well, he doesn't know I have Helping Hand knockoff to kill the. What's it called? So like he kind of did just set up tricking for me to be able to kill this. Oh. Okay. I love AJay, but that was like such a. Like, cause like he can't be a T-Tar now. I mean, low kick should KO there, but in case he was like a really weird spread, I didn't want to just low kick it and facade this guy, but yeah. No, facade is still like the facade one shot the ogre pawn before when he did that happened, and now he kill unless he's like literally max bold. T-Tar! Let's go! She's our girl. Okay. I probably shouldn't have won that, but AJ did make a little bit of a throw there, and I guess that's what you need when you're dog shit like me, so we'll take it, I guess. Especially because that's like probably one of my, if not the hardest matchup for me in the entire season, so we'll see.